Relationships are complex, often veering off in unexpected directions as people grow, evolve, and sometimes clash with their own desires and the desires of others. In the world of young Sheldon, Georgie and Mandy's relationship represents a delicate balancing act between love, responsibility, and individual growth. Their bond, complicated by their unexpected pregnancy and the challenges that come with it, has always felt precarious. However, with Georgie and Mandy's first marriage on the horizon, it seems like a breaking point is inevitable. The return of Meemaw only adds another layer to the dynamic, forcing me to reflect on the nature of relationships, the way family influences our choices, and how the people we love can simultaneously push us to our limits and shape our futures in ways we don't always expect. At the center of Georgie and Mandy's relationship is a deep sense of devotion, but it's also clear that neither of them fully understands what they're committing to. As they prepare for their marriage, the weight of responsibility looms over them. Georgie, often portrayed as somewhat immature and prone to impulsive decisions, is faced with the reality of fatherhood and what it means to be a partner. Mandy, on the other hand, has spent much of her life taking care of herself and dealing with her own family struggles. Their shared history of finding themselves tangled in each other's lives has led them here, but it also hints at their underlying tension. The idea of marriage for Georgie is somewhat romanticized. He sees it as a solution to his problems, a way to solidify his relationship with Mandy and ensure a sense of stability in their lives. However, he's young, and his understanding of what marriage truly entails is still evolving. Mandy, on the other hand, has her own reservations. While she loves Georgie, she's not blind to his flaws, and she wonders whether rushing into marriage is truly the answer. The love they share is real, but real love doesn't always translate into a seamless transition into marriage. In fact, it often presents more questions than answers. As Georgie and Mandy begin to plan their wedding, the cracks in their relationship start to show more clearly. They find themselves arguing over the smallest details, from the color of the flowers to the way the ceremony should be conducted. These small disagreements, though seemingly trivial, reflect a deeper tension that neither of them knows how to address. They're both still figuring out who they are as individuals, and the pressures of marriage only serve to heighten their insecurities. The breaking point in their relationship isn't necessarily one dramatic event, but rather the slow buildup of unspoken fears and doubts. As the wedding day draws near, it becomes increasingly clear that they are entering this next chapter of their lives with different expectations. Georgie, eager to prove himself, is caught up in the idea of being the man of the family, while Mandy, more pragmatic and aware of the challenges they face, begins to wonder whether she's truly ready for such a monumental step. They're caught between love and fear, between the desire for a family and the realization that this might not be the right time. It's at this critical juncture that Meemaw's return becomes a significant turning point. Meemaw, with her wisdom and unfiltered opinions, has always been a character who both challenges and supports those around her. Her return isn't just about offering advice. It's about bringing a fresh perspective to a situation that has become increasingly complex. Meemaw doesn't hold back when it comes to Georgie and Mandy's relationship. She sees through the facade of perfection they're trying to present, and she isn't afraid to point out the flaws they're ignoring. What Meemaw's return reveals to me is the importance of perspective. She has lived through enough of her own struggles to understand that relationships aren't built on idealized notions of love or superficial commitments. They're built on understanding, communication, and mutual respect. In some ways, Meemaw's return serves as a wake-up call for Georgie and Mandy, forcing them to confront the issues they've been avoiding. One of the most striking aspects of Meemaw's return is how she challenges the idea of marriage as a solution. For Georgie, marriage represents an escape from the uncertainty of life. But Meemaw reminds him that marriage, much like any commitment, is a journey fraught with challenges that can't be solved by simply walking down an aisle. She encourages him to take a step back and think about what he really wants, not just what he feels he needs to do for Mandy or the baby. This moment of reflection is crucial for Georgie, who often acts impulsively without fully considering the consequences of his actions. Mandy, too, benefits from Meemaw's return, though in a different way.